the added energy that they're going to bring tonight. Was that the problem, or what do you feel like was the difference between tonight and Sunday?
Well, certainly they played a lot better. Steph Curry played an outstanding game. That's an understatement. The first half we didn't shoot the ball nearly as well as we did the other. So it was it kind of flipped as opposed to our first game with them. But we expected them to come out and play a little bit harder and a little bit better, and they did.
AJ, go ahead. Second question.
So you mentioned Steph Curry shooting night. He was lights out. What was the key to that, do you think?
Well, he did a little bit of everything. I mean, he penetrated in the lane. He was 10 for 15 from twos, got to the free throw line. Obviously, he shot some threes. He shot, he had 31 at half, and he only made 3 threes. So he scored in a variety of ways. When we tried to get the ball out of his hands, he was able to get it back in his hands. So, it was a great performance by a great player.
And can I go again, Jacob?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the last thing then is obviously road trip ends, first one of the season. How would you recap it? I believe you finished 500.
Well, if you can go 500 on the road, that in general, that's a good thing. But, losing the last one on the trip was disappointing. We had a chance to go 3-1, which would have been great. But, anytime you can go on the road against 3 quality opponents and split, that's probably a good thing. But it's just a little disappointing right now, having won 2 out of the first 3.
Next question is coming from Dwight James with NBC Sports Northwest.
Terry, we see Dame get doubled and tripled quite often and how it affects him and all. And I'm curious why you don't do more double or even triple teaming the guy who's getting 60 on you. Even at the end of the game, he's coming off screens clear and making passes to Wiggins in the corner and things. I don't understand why the reluctance to maybe try to get the ball out of his hands.
Well, I'd be glad to sit down and watch some video with you. But when we did, he split the double teams and got into the lane in the first half. We doubled him one time, and then he got the ball back and got a 3 off. The reason he passed to Wiggins in the corner is because we were up on the ball screen. He got by us, and we came to help, and then he kicked it out. So it's not like we didn't give him a lot of attention. Our bigs were up. He just, like I said, in the first half, our bigs were up, and he got into the lane. So it's not like we didn't try.
Yeah, okay, but I'll look at film anytime you say, Terry, but on that particular play, your big wasn't up. He came off the screen.
You're talking about the one in the last
2.5 minutes to go.
Which one are you talking about?
Wiggins in your corner.
Yeah, so that was like in the last 2 minutes of the game, last minute of the game?
2.5, yeah.
Okay.
Next question is coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian. Aaron, go ahead.
Covington and Jones got into some foul trouble. Did that contribute to not being able to maybe handle Curry as much, do some of the things he wanted to do?
Not really. Derek was on him. He got in a little foul trouble, but I think he scored on about, no matter who was on him, he was having success. Gary was on him some. Obviously, Derek and Robert were on him some. So different people, we switched sometimes. So Dame or CJ were on him. So it wasn't a question of, I don't think it was a question of foul trouble.
Okay. Also, Nurkic has been pretty up and down, kind of a down night tonight. Is he still working his way back into shape and not where you expect him to be?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him about as far as his conditioning. I thought Ennis was really good all night, especially in the second half. So stayed with him.